Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, was a multifaceted individual whose life encompassed roles as a statesman, soldier, naturalist, and writer. Before we talk about anything else, let's talk about his personality. Roosevelt's persona was characterized by an unyielding vigor and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Despite suffering from severe asthma in his youth, he cultivated a philosophy of the strenuous life, emphasizing physical fitness and mental fortitude. His intellectual curiosity was boundless, leading him to author 26 books and numerous articles on subjects ranging from history to natural science. Roosevelt's moral compass was deeply influenced by his Presbyterian upbringing, instilling in him a sense of duty and righteousness that permeated his political and personal endeavors. Born in 1858 in New York City, Roosevelt hailed from a wealthy family of Dutch descent. His father was a philanthropist, and his mother came from a prominent Southern family. Educated at Harvard College, Roosevelt excelled academically, graduating magna cum laude in 1880. The untimely deaths of his mother and first wife on the same day in 1884 profoundly affected him, prompting a retreat to the Badlands of North Dakota, where he immersed himself in ranching and frontier life. Roosevelt's political career commenced with his election to the New York State Assembly in 1881. He later served as the U.S. Civil Service Commissioner, New York City Police Commissioner, and Assistant Secretary of the Navy. His leadership of the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War in 1898 catapulted him to national prominence. As governor of New York, he implemented progressive reforms, which led to his nomination as vice president under William McKinley. Following McKinley's assassination in 1901, Roosevelt assumed the presidency at the age of 42, becoming the youngest person to hold the office. Roosevelt's domestic agenda, known as the Square Deal, aimed to ensure fairness for workers, consumers, and businesses. He vigorously enforced the Sherman Antitrust Act, notably dissolving the Northern Securities Company, a major railroad trust. His administration also championed consumer protection laws, such as the Pure Food and Drug Act and the Meat Inspection Act, in response to public outcry over unsanitary conditions in the food industry. A pioneering conservationist, Roosevelt established 5 national parks, 18 national monuments, and 150 national forests, safeguarding approximately 230 million acres of public land. His actions laid the groundwork for the modern environmental movement and demonstrated a commitment to preserving natural resources for future generations. Roosevelt's foreign policy was encapsulated by the adage, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." He expanded American influence through the construction of the Panama Canal, facilitating naval mobility between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. In 1905, he mediated the Treaty of Portsmouth, ending the Russo-Japanese War, an achievement that earned him the Nobel Peace Prize. His corollary to the Monroe Doctrine asserted the U.S. right to intervene in Latin American nations to maintain stability, exemplifying his assertive international stance. Roosevelt's military involvement was most notable during the Spanish-American War, where he led the Rough Riders in the Battle of San Juan Hill, a pivotal engagement that contributed to the U.S. victory. His advocacy for a robust navy and the modernization of the armed forces underscored his belief in military preparedness as a means of securing national interests. Roosevelt's ideology evolved over time, reflecting a blend of progressive and conservative elements. He believed in the moral responsibility of the government to regulate the economy and protect citizens from corporate abuses. His new nationalism platform advocated for social justice, including labor rights, women's suffrage, and income taxation. However, his views on race were complex. While he made symbolic gestures towards racial inclusion, such as inviting Booker T. Washington to the White House, he also held beliefs in racial hierarchies prevalent in his era. After leaving the presidency in 1909, Roosevelt embarked on an African safari and later explored the Amazon basin. Dissatisfied with his successor, William Howard Taft, he ran for president again in 1912 under the Progressive Party, also known as the Bull Moose Party, splitting the Republican vote and facilitating Woodrow Wilson's victory. Roosevelt continued to be an influential voice in politics until his death on January 6, 1919. His legacy endures through his contributions to conservation, progressive reforms, and the expansion of presidential power.